Have you ever wondered if it's possible to cheat death? In the vast galaxy of Star Wars, few characters are as enigmatic and fascinating as Darth Plagueis, the Wise. His name echoes through the corridors of time, whispered in legends and feared by those who know his power. But who really was this mysterious Sith Lord? Imagine yourself on a distant planet, shrouded in shadows and secrets. This is where our story begins, with a Mune named Plagueis, destined to become one of the most powerful Sith Lords ever to exist. Plagueis was not like other Sith. While many sought power through conquest and destruction, he sought something more eternal. Obsessed with the idea of eternal life, Plagueis dedicated his existence to uncovering the deepest mysteries of the Force. But what would drive someone to so desperately seek immortality? Perhaps it was the fear of death, or perhaps the desire for infinite knowledge. Whatever the reason, Plagueis was willing to go beyond the limits of what was considered possible or natural. In his quest, Plagueis delved into the depths of science and the Force. He believed that the key to eternal life lay in understanding and manipulating midichlorians, the mysterious microscopic entities that allow Force-sensitive beings to use the Force. Imagine the power to create life from nothing, to prevent those we love from dying. These were Plagueis' goals, and it is said that he came very close to achieving them. But at what cost? As his power grew, so did his paranoia. Plagueis feared that the Force itself might turn against him, punishing him for daring to defy the natural laws of the universe. And perhaps he was right to fear. Like many Sith Lords before him, Plagueis took an apprentice. The name of this apprentice? Sheev Palpatine, the man who would one day become the Galactic Emperor. Together, master and apprentice worked tirelessly, conspiring to overthrow the Republic and establish a new Sith Empire. But Plagueis' story is also a warning about the dangers of unbridled ambition and misplaced trust. For while Plagueis dreamed of eternity, his apprentice had other plans. On a fateful night, when Plagueis was asleep, confident in his power and his imminent immortality, Palpatine struck. The apprentice that Plagueis had trained and trusted became his executioner, fulfilling the ancient Sith tradition of the apprentice surpassing the master. The irony of the situation did not go unnoticed. Plagueis, who had dedicated his life to conquering death, was unable to save himself. His legacy, however, lived on through Palpatine, who used his master's knowledge for his own nefarious ends. Years later, Palpatine would use Plagueis' story to seduce Anakin Skywalker to the dark side, promising the power to save lives as bait for the tormented young Jedi. The tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise thus became a tool to create Darth Vader. But Plagueis' legacy did not end with his death. His experiments and discoveries continued to echo through the years, influencing events that would shape the fate of the galaxy. When Palpatine was apparently killed at the Battle of Endor, it was the knowledge inherited from Plagueis that allowed his essence to survive, transferring into a cloned body on Exegol. Plagueis' quest for immortality nearly bore fruit through his treacherous apprentice. However, even this triumph was short-lived. Palpatine's cloned body was in constant decay, a cruel reminder that true immortality was still out of reach. Could this have been Plagueis' final laugh, a final punishment for the apprentice who betrayed him? Darth Plagueis' story reminds us that ultimate power often comes with an ultimate price. His quest for immortality led to extraordinary discoveries, but also to his downfall. He conquered death for others, but could not conquer it for himself. And so, the legend of Darth Plagueis continues to fascinate and intrigue. His name is whispered in ancient Sith libraries and studied by those who seek to understand the deepest mysteries of the Force. He represents both the potential and the danger of the dark side, a reminder of what can be achieved and what can be lost in the quest for ultimate power. As we reflect on Plagueis' story, we are left with provocative questions. How far would we go to cheat death? What price would we be willing to pay for immortality? And perhaps most importantly, if we had Plagueis' power, would we use it wisely or succumb to the same temptation that consumed him? The saga of Darth Plagueis reminds us that in the vast tapestry of the Star Wars universe, even the most powerful villains have complex and fascinating stories to tell. Their actions echo through time, shaping the destinies of heroes and villains for generations. As the galaxy continues to evolve and new stories are told, Plagueis' legacy remains, a testament to the enduring power of knowledge and the ephemeral nature of life. His name may have been forgotten by many, but for those who know his story, Darth Plagueis the Wise remains a figure of fascination and fear. And so, we leave you with a final question to ponder. If you could unravel the secrets of life and death like Plagueis, what would you do with that knowledge? The answer, like the Force itself, may be more complex than we imagine.